Joining me in the room podcast to talk about his huge opportunity fighting for the Cage Titans amateur middleweight title on May 27th is Colin Robinson, Superman in the house. What's up, my man?
Not much, Steve. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Looks like you're outside enjoying the weather. How is it where you are?
Yeah, yep. Just sitting outside with my dog right now, Bridget. We're just enjoying the nice weather in Worcester right now. So yeah, just kicking back. I had a good training week, and now time to rest up and just enjoy some life right now.
Nice, my man. Well, 3 weeks out from a huge opportunity, man. Let's talk about it, bro. You had a fight fall through. No fault of your own. You were going to make your pro debut for at Cage Titans 58 against Tommy Lee Davis. He had some personal issues, I do believe, and had to drop out of the fight, man. Let's first talk about that. How disappointed were you that fight fell through pretty close to fight night?
Yeah, that was man, that whole trip was pretty much very eye opening. I'm very thankful that it did happen because without that, I wouldn't be where I am right now in the headspace I'm at. It was probably the best thing that's ever happened for me, to be honest. But yeah, no, it was a very big emotional dump. We flew out to Denver. My buddy and main training partner Aaron Ortiz was out there for his kickboxing fight in Missouri, and then they were back in Denver for the USA trials. So we were out there all together training for his fight, my fight, and then unfortunately we got the news about Tommy, and it is what it is. It's the fight game. Stuff happens, and so it was heartbreaking. It was tough. You put all that time and effort, and like you said, you get so close that when you're 3 weeks out, 2 weeks out, you just start to the point where you're just like, can I just fight finally? Can I finally just get this over with and get through this? And so it was tough to kind of accept at first, but it's part of the game, and you just have to roll with the punches. And now we got an even better opportunity to fight a great opponent again, and test myself and be able to grow in this game, and that's all you can ask for.
Yeah, and some previous fights in the past have fallen through. So I mean, you've been through it, before. It was just this a little different. You were fighting your first pro fight, and the training camp's different, getting ready for them 5-minute rounds. So you were putting a lot into this. It made you stronger as far as leading up to this fight, I would imagine. Dude, what was the decision to go back and not, stay on that professional course, stay as an amateur and, get some more work there?
Yeah, absolutely. It was, obviously it's something that, not many guys probably would want to do. Once you kind of make up your mind, you're probably going pro. Most guys like, that's it, I'm going pro. It is what it is, and, we just kind of took a step back and realized that there's some fights out there that we still want. And there's some fights out there that make sense. And that will not only make myself better, but make themselves better. And, that's what we're here to do. And so, yeah, I'm very excited to be able to get the chance to fight a few more guys. And, hopefully there's a lot more, because, that's the whole beauty about amateur is you're testing yourself, getting different looks. So then when you do turn pro, you fought a jiu-jitsu guy, you fought a grappler, you fought a striker, you fought the one-punch knockout guy. That's what you're supposed to do. And so, yeah, no, I'm very excited about being able to do that. And it just was, basically a mutual decision between myself, my coach, Coach Ibre, and, my management team, that we figured, hey, this was the best move. And, it's kind of crazy to say, because if Tommy doesn't pull out, we have that pro fight and it's going forward with pro. But, we're able to take a step back, and, it's only going to benefit us in the long run. And that's this game. It's a long run. It's not a, short-term sprint. We want to be able to make it to the top and stay at the top.
Well, my friend, we did interview before that fight was supposed to happen, and we did talk about you coming to New England and fighting for the first time in MMA. You did fight in an amateur fight for Cage Titans, a title fight for their Muay Thai title. Now you're coming back for an MMA title, man. How excited are you to get back in there in New England and fight MMA in front of your crowd?
Yeah, I'm pumped. I can't wait. Oh man, Plymouth obviously is already a fun enough time. Just doing a Muay Thai fight, I already had a blast, but I can't wait for finally be able to do an MMA fight, finally get one in the regional scene because, as before, like I said, I was down in Tennessee, then I was in Gamma for Worlds in Amsterdam, and then on top of it, then I had the Muay Thai fight, and then just things were kind of going crazy. And so now to finally get back, to get this fight and get everything like that, I can't wait. And before anything, I forgot to also tell you, my mother says hi, Steve. Mama's
Hey,
voice
what's up, Mom?
She says hi. I told her today that I was going on with you, and she was like, "You gotta tell Steve I said." I
Awesome.
was like, "You got it, Mom."
Well,
So Mama's voice coming through right there.
I'll see her on the 27th. I will be at the fight
Yeah.
card, so
Oh yeah.
I'll see
Oh
her
yeah.
then, my man. But this fight, bro, it's the interim middleweight title. You are taking on Jidofa Ojukwu. I butchered his name. It's a hard name to say, but he's a game opponent, bro. He lost the title to David Burke, but I think David Burke is on the shelf now. Is that how this title fight came about? You guys, you're number one in New England as far as amateur middleweights. Jidofer is, I think he's ranked number 3. Burke was ranked number 2. Is that how this fight came about? I mean, you just can't make it a regular fight, literally a 3-minute, 3 rounds. You want to go a whole 15 minutes with you guys if able. Is that how it came about?
Yeah, so it's actually kind of interesting because obviously, the Tommy fight falls through, and then there was a chance of again Burke, but with everything that happened, the emotional letdown, and we wanted a camp for Burke, and so sometimes people find that oh, like you need a camp for me and everything like that. No, it's just listen, things happen. We needed a camp to get ready, 2 different styles. And, that's what we wanted. And so also give us time to kind of digress and, just relax from all that, emotional dump. And so, unfortunately, Burke, I believe he said he'll be ready at the end of summer, completely fine. And so we were like, okay, like, let's see what happens. And then obviously, Jadir was available. And so we made the fight. And, I thought it was just going to be a 3-minute round fight. I was like, hey, listen, I just need to get a fight. I just want to fight. He's a great opponent. If it's 3 rounds, who cares? Like, my opinion, it's not going to go all 3 rounds, So I was like, okay. And I wake up one morning and my mom, go figure, mom was on top of it. She was like, oh, I didn't know you're fighting for a title. And that classic me, everyone's like, come on, mom, what are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. How do I not know I'm fighting for a title and you do? And so sure enough, I went on Cage Titans website and I see interim title fight. And I messaged Larson. I was like, hey, is this news? And he goes, news to me. And so since then we just ran with it. And, that's, if that's the plan, that was awesome. I love the idea of being able to do a 5-round fight with him just because, we're 2 seasoned middleweights and, it'd be a great chance to be able to go all 5. But at the same time, if it doesn't, it doesn't. So, yeah, I'm excited for the opportunity. And then obviously winner gets Burke. And then, there's obviously a few more fights I would like to do outside the regional scene as well too. So yeah, no, we're looking forward, but right now our eyes are on May 27th.
Well, my man, you said you don't expect this fight to go to 5 rounds. Looking at Jidofer, what do you see out of him? His last fight was with Burke. It only lasted like 24 seconds or so. We didn't see much out of Jidofer, defending his title that he had won, a couple of cards previous. But what do you see out of this guy that you don't see it going 5 rounds?
Yeah, no, the Berg fight, they just, hey, it happened, that's the game right there. You get an exchange and one lands, Berg landed a clean shot and, that's what happens. And so, it's very tough. You can't judge that. You can't say, oh, hey, he's a bad striker. How do you know that? When dudes get in exchanges like that, anything can happen. That's the sport. So, no, you can't really take too much away from that, except that, hey, he got caught. Everyone gets caught. It happens. But, no, he's a strong grappler. He obviously comes from Citadel, great camp, Don Seamus, very good guys that have trained out there. So, he's got a good camp. He knows what he's doing. He's got good stand-up. He's a very well-conditioned athlete. He's in shape guy. He knows what he's doing. He takes the right supplements. He does all the right things. And, he takes care of his body. And so I'm definitely expecting the best Jadir that's going to be coming my way. But I just believe that our styles, clash really well. And I think if I do everything right and fight my fight, then it shouldn't need to go all 5.
Now, as far as training camps, your previous training camp, you were getting ready for those 5-minute rounds. How has this training camp changed? Does it change much? I mean, You were definitely in great shape, getting ready for 5 minute rounds. How, did the training camp change at all? Getting ready for this amateur title fight.
No, not really. Honestly, the camp from now to pro, even now, nothing changes. The work stays the same. You know, Mike, that was one thing I'm very thankful for. My coach is, nothing ever changes. It's all the same. It's the same work no matter what. I did the same amount of work I did right now for I was fighting Lamont for the 2 minute rounds. It's you got to always be putting in that work because over time you're going to get used to it and you get better as it goes on and stuff like that. So the work hasn't changed, just maybe a little bit more adjustments, just because it's a little bit of a different style compared to the pro fight and obviously rules, no knees to the face, no elbows. So small little adjustments, but things that shouldn't make a difference from someone saying, oh, I need more time because I have to adjust the rules. No, if you're training ready, you should be ready at all times.
Well, you spoke about when you were getting ready for that last fight. Aaron was fighting Denver. You went to Denver, trained out there. Have you traveled, around a little bit during this training camp, or have you stayed mostly local?
Yeah, so this actually training camp, we were actually able to now go get work in Ludlow. So I'm doing my time in Worcester and Ludlow with Marco, who's the owner over there at Team Link, and I've been getting training with Cameron and Anthony of another. I believe Anthony said he fights 145, but he said he's walking around like 170 right now. So it's still a little bit of a bigger body, but Cameron's got his fight coming up on June 16th, I believe, for Combat. So that's a big fight for him. So being able to get work with him and being able to learn from him, he's a seasoned vet that's been around forever, man, and that guy is a true warrior, and I love it. I love his warrior spirit. Every single role he brings in, man, and so it's been a blessing to be able to get work with him and just basically learn from him, pick his brain. He's been in these situations. He started where I was, and he's made his way to the top. And so, yeah, no, I've been doing a lot of work out in Ludlow, so it's been awesome. And then obviously, Coach Vodka, who's my new jiu-jitsu coach as well, he's over there. He's been helping me train, and my coach Ibre, he was his striking coach when he was fighting as well. So it's kind of cool, just in the Team Link, realms of everything. Just making myself at home with Ludlow and Worcester. So it's honestly been the best thing, like we talked about before. The Tommy fight happening was a huge eye opener for us, and we were able to capitalize on the opportunity. So and that's this game, and so definitely a lot more traveling now.
Excellent. Well, my man, heading into Cage Titans 27 on the 27th, excuse me. How excited are you to get in there? You had your experience fighting for their Muay Thai title. This is a little different. This is I would imagine the crowd's going to be a lot fiercer in there. I'm not sure who's the hometown guy. I know you are from that area, but Jidofer, he's a Boston guy, and he's held the title previous, man. What are you expecting as far as crowd versus crowd there?
Yeah, I definitely know that Cape Cod is going to be there. Obviously, being born in Mashpee, I know that I got a lot of Cape Cod people coming, but Team Link's going to be bringing the house, man. We're going to be trying to send in, packing the place, and then at the same time, listen, man. As I was saying before, we fought in Gamma. That was just an empty arena, empty stadium with just a few spectators, some family members, and then your teammates just cheering you on. So I fought in some hostile crowds when I was down in Tennessee where they didn't like me because I wasn't from there, and then vice versa. I'm coming home, so the crowd doesn't really make a difference. I love feeding off of it, whether it's for me or against me. So the biggest thing is whether you like me or not, you're there to watch, and we're gonna put on a show.
Excellent. Well, you already own one of those beautiful belts, bro. I would imagine the MMA belt is the same as the Muay Thai belt. Are they different in any way?
I'm not sure. I think I'm pretty sure the one that I saw Burke when they posted the picture of him one time. I think it was the same one. I'm almost positive that the pro belts have a different design, but at the same time, hey, a belt's a belt. That's all that matters.
Well, how special would that be for you, bro, to own not only the Muay Thai 185-pound belt, but also the amateur MMA 185-pound belt?
Yeah, that would be a really cool thing just to be able to win the MMA belt, but as I always talk about, just being able to have that Muay Thai belt. That's like the cherry on top, just because I already hear it at the gym every day about being the MMA guy and all this stuff. Oh, your base is this. Oh, that's MMA work. Don't worry about it. And so, I've always loved having that MMA, the Muay Thai belt, but getting the MMA belt is the goal. That is what we want. That is something that we've been striving for. And the Muay Thai was great, but this is what we came for, and this is what we plan on doing. So the job is May 27th, get in and get out, come home with that belt, and then, hey, on to another one, because that's this game, baby.
Excellent, my man. A couple more questions, bro. You and Jadolfo actually fought the same guy. You won the belt with Lamont Payne. Jadolfo fought Lamont. He lost that fight. Is that a fight that you look at because that was strictly striking? You know what he has on the ground. He's really well groomed there. What tape do you look back at, if any, or your coaches? What are they looking at as far as studying up for this fight?
Yeah, so he actually fought Lamont twice. They ended up fighting early on, I believe, I think it was before COVID or maybe right as it started, and then they fought obviously for the no boundary. And so it's you can take some stuff away, but at the same time, if you watch Muay Thai fights compared to MMA, it's totally different, and that's why they did the Demetrius Johnson, they did the 1 round Muay Thai run round. You can see the difference in the fight right there, just the rounds of how they stand up and the approach. So you can't take too much, but there's certain things you can take away, tendencies, everything like that. But we don't do a huge emphasis on film and everything like that, because everyone's always gonna be trying to do new things, new tricks and everything like that. But at the same time, fighters don't change. Everyone has their habits. Everyone has what they're good at and what they want to do. And so at the same time, we have a good game plan of what he wants to do. But at the same time, like I mentioned with Tommy, I'm focused on what I'm doing. I'm focused on my best self, bringing the best Colin Robinson, because if that shows up, then we don't have to worry about what he's going to do, because I should be ready for anything. And so that's how I look at it.
Perfect, my man. Well, last question before I let you give your shout out, sponsors, thank yous, social media, all that good stuff, man. What do we expect out of Superman Colin Robinson fighting for that awesome Cage Titans amateur middleweight belt on May 27th?
Yeah, you can expect fireworks, man. This is going to be an absolute banger. I'm super excited for this fight. I'm just excited to fight, man. This is what I've been wanting, and this dude brings it, and I love that. He's a great opponent. It's 1 versus 3, 1 versus 2. It doesn't matter. It's top versus top. He's eventually, I know one day he will be a pro. If he wants to, I believe he can. And so, this is a great matchup for me. It's a great fight. It's a great fight for the fans as well. It was supposed to happen a little while ago. So, it's finally able to come to fruition and be able to have this happen. But no, you're going to expect the best Colin Robinson. The mama's boy is going to be in the house. I'm going to be sending it, and I'm going for it, man. I'm excited. I'm excited to be able to get back in there, feel the fans, feel the cage, and just, throw down and, have a good night, bring home a belt, and, as we always say, get back to work on Monday, the next day, So, yeah, expect the best Colin Robinson coming your way on May 27th.
Excellent, my man. Great fight, great matchup, and we can't wait to see it, my man. Big things for both of you guys, no matter win or lose in there. You guys are really, really gamers in there. So with that said, my man, social media sponsors, thank yous. Anything else you want to leave off with, and I'll let you enjoy your day and the rest of this training camp.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you to obviously I have few more sponsors. Sweet Heal, thank you so much to Sweet Heal, the best CBD products out there. Man, obviously I just made a post about Bridget. It's done wonders for her and anxiety. She's a rescue dog, and so their products are top notch. So huge thank you to this Sweet Heal. Thank you to Rawson Insurance. Rich, he's one of our close friends at Team Link. He's been able to support myself throughout this whole journey. So thank you to them. Thank you to Team Link. Thank you to RNF Fitness. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to the Room Podcast as well. Of course, Steve, for always supporting us, giving us a platform to be able to talk about our stories and fights. And without you guys, I really appreciate that. It wouldn't be possible. Thank you to Full Contact Management. And thank you to my mom for being the best. So I love you, Mama. And listen, let's do this May 27th. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to my team. And yeah, May 27th, man. Let's send it.
Awesome, my man. Well, great chatting with you, bro. I'll be seeing you on the 27th. I'll probably be at weigh-ins too the night before, hanging out with all you guys from Full Contact. So can't wait, man, for the scrap, and can't wait for Cage Titans 59, man. It's an all-star
Crazy.
show,
It's a
man.
good card,
Oh,
man.
you
It's a
know,
great. I just that Raposo one. Just man, I was finishing up training and I saw that and I was like, wow, oof.
where'd that come
out of
from? But
nowhere.
Mike
Yeah.
Pulver always pulls a rabbit out of his hat, my man. So,
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
that's a great.
yeah.
That is a great card. Can't wait, and as of course, Steve, we can't end it without this. Walgreens over CVS. CVS, shove it right up your rear end, man. Walgreens all day, baby.
With that said, Colin, thank you so much for the time, man. We'll see you really soon. 3 weeks from pretty much yesterday. So, or today. I mean, 3 weeks from
Yep.
today, my man. All right, my man. You have a great rest of training camp, and we'll see you soon. All right.
All right. See you, Steve. Thank you very much.
All right, my man.